Okay, so I read this story the other night and I think this is sick. And if you're a creator, I know you're gonna like this too. So check this out. This author actually writes about when he was a kid, he was a big baseball fan. And when he was really young, his father actually took him to a baseball game. And after the game wrapped up, it was a good game. His father was actually showing him where the players get changed, get dressed, and everything like that. They're standing right outside of the locker room when his favorite player actually comes out of the locker room. As a kid, he was absolutely super amped, but also very nervous. He did summon the courage to go up to his favorite player and ask, "Hey, can I have an autograph?" And the player was actually super nice, and he's like, "Sure, kid, but do you have a pen?" This author ran around asking everybody in the nearby vicinity, "Do you guys have a pen?" And slowly started to realize, nobody in the area had any kind of writing utensil. He was in the perfect spot, and by pure luck, his favorite player of all time runs into him, but he's unprepared because simply he didn't have a pen. As a kid, I can imagine that'd be so heartbreaking. That would be terrible. From that moment on though, that author carried a pen every single place he went because that day he was extremely ill prepared and vowed to never let that happen again. So check this out though. This is where it starts to get really good, okay? So maybe you're not a writer. Maybe you're a photographer, or say you're an artist. Imagine seeing a once in a lifetime opportunity and then not being able to capture that because you don't have your camera. Imagine thinking up of a great idea and then don't have a pen and paper to actually write that idea down, and by the time you get home, this happens to me all the time, that idea is completely gone.
Pitch to Sandoval. Sandoval is on the high fly ball to the left. Got back at the wall.
So one thing that I want to share with you today is this. The greatest of the greatest are rarely seen without their tools. And my challenge to you is, what are the tools that fuel your creativity? I remember there was a time when I worked in a factory and I would be sitting at a machine working. I would have a really good idea and immediately jam something in the machine, cause an emergency stop. The whole machine would shut down and alarms would be going. Everything would shut down just so I can get my hands on this pen and this paper. And now it's this camera. Find out what your tools are and never leave home without them.